about Ethereum. How many of us know of contracts? Ethereum smart contract. Now, Ethereum smart contracts are automatic contracts that do what they are supposed to do once a certain condition is met. Okay? In layman's terms. Now, earlier on, we promised 5 people 5 million. You came late now. But the catch and the smart contract was that they will pay POS charge 5K, right? You remember? So you know what? Because of you, just do 4-5 now, so that you get the 1 million. All right. So like I said earlier, we'll be giving this. This mic is not. It's not. It's the DJ that you people will meet, because anytime I want to call them, I imagine a huge. Okay, I mean, my hand was shaking. You know, there's some amount of money. Okay, let's hear. You know, call the next speaker first.
Okay, guys, please, let's hear the next speaker. It's going to be very swift. Mr. Felix Obafemi. He's the CEO of Digital African Fashion Designer.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Wow. Shall we do a little exercise? But before we do the exercise, I didn't come here to just speak alone. I even came earlier than most of us. Alright, so I've been learning as well. Alright, so to our wonderful speakers, panelists that have spoken earlier and that dispensed insights and knowledge to us, can we give them a round of applause, please? No, we are not doing it well. We want to be grateful that we have exposed you and be exposing you to the world of NFT and Metaverse. Alright, and you see, we have unlocking African digital fashion. Did I say fashion? Alright, unlocking African digital future. Alright, I'll be speaking on NFT and digital art in the Metaverse. NFT and digital art in Metaverse. Empowering African creative in fashion. As I was introduced earlier, I'm the creative director of Oria Fit, where we create digital fashion. Alright, so when I say digital fashion, I wish the person can see it there so that I can project. Very good. Just play and extend. Yeah, just play and then do the full screen. I want to, because most people don't know what it means to do fashion digitally. Alright? Can you play this? Alright, so as we are waiting for that, empowering African creative in fashion. Are we good? Alright? So, empowerment is a key. Empowering creative is a key if you are going to do well in this industry as a creative or as NFT or whatever. So you need to be empowered. Alright, so empowerment is not necessarily when you are getting money or perhaps scholarship or you are sponsored to attend an event or to travel out. No, that's not empowerment. Empowerment begins when you are given an opportunity to be exposed to a certain concept. To a certain bulk of information. Am I right? So that you are here this morning, I want to do this morning, and then you are being exposed to certain information that can accelerate you to the next level. You give yourself a round of applause. Are you going to appreciate yourself? So right now, what you are gaining is what? It's empowerment. Alright? African NFT Metaverse. Okay, thank you. Let us celebrate our projector manager. Celebrate him, though that's not the sitting time, but celebrate him. He's been doing well. Alright, so next slide, please. Alright, been hearing the concept of NFT since morning, they divided it to us, and then Metaverse concept as well. But why is it matter to creative? Both offer creative, I'm a creator, unprecedented ownership. I'm a 3D animator, and what I do basically, is to create digital assets. Prepare them for games, prepare them for NFT and Metaverse. This environment right now where we are speaking can be simulated in the Metaverse. Do we agree? Now, since morning now, you've been hearing the definition of Metaverse, alright? So, it's a kind of environment, a digital environment where people can relate socially, can interact and buy stuff, alright? So, as I'm standing here right now, I can appear in Metaverse, hold this same microphone in Metaverse, there are seats arranged here in Metaverse. You can attend this kind of event virtually in the Metaverse, alright? So, the prompts that are made available, that are created to form this environment, you are going to need what we call 3D assets. Are we together? Are we together? How many of us know what is called 3D asset or 3D whatever? Alright, so you are going to need a kind of object you can relate with. So as I'm holding this microphone now, I want to simulate a kind of object like this virtually, whereby you can hold, you can move around with it, even in Metaverse. And some persons create those digital stuff. So which are one of them? And then by focusing on the niche to create fashion and garments, making them ready in the NFT and the Metaverse, even gaming assets and the characters in animation movie, is a niche for me. So I'm taking time to do this explanation so I can understand the concept where I'm coming from. What really inspired this whole creating garments? Even African garments. I've seen a lot of animations, movies. I come from the animation side, so before I come down into myself. So I've seen a lot of animation movies whereby, their clothes, how many of us have seen animes, all these animes, Goku and all that. When these animated movies are, their characters, their clothes can move very nicely. Am I right? Yes, whereby we have their clothes moving very nicely on the body. But when you want to create our own African stuff, you don't see them online. Alright, how many of you have seen the Dawn of Thunder? A kind of Nigerian Shango film, animated movie. Have you seen it? Okay, how many of you have seen animated movies that are created by Nigerians? I don't want to say Africa. Okay, by Nigerians, right? So you see that it doesn't make any sense that you have a black character, a black man, and then inside the movie you are having shirt and trouser. Are we together now? So you don't have shirt and trouser in that kind of movie. You want to see agbada, danshiki, you want to see ron buba, you want to see our own garments being appreciated. Are we together right now? Alright, so but there are a lot of online assets, assets online where you can just easily download and then just maximize, even for games. So if you are creating our whole African games, you don't want to wear your African character in that game with a suit. Alright? You want your African games, you don't want to create an African epic game and then the character there is carrying, say, AK-47. Am I right? So you want to, how many of us know Shakabula? How many of us know that our local gun? So if you don't know Shakabula, have you seen any hunter before or any vigilante? Because that kind of gun that carry, you want to simulate that kind of objects inside that environment so that the blueprint of these things actually coming from what? From Africa, and it's epic. So, but you won't see this asset online, in the online market, alright? So that's what we say. Let me solve this challenge of creating and preparing African digital assets, for games, NFT, Metaverse, and even in what's called using VR and AR. The immersive technology. Alright, so moving forward. Alright, so opportunities for African fashion in NFTs and Metaverse. So just forget about the video. Just forget my slide. Thank you. So because I want you to see the video, alright, there are a lot of videos on my Instagram page and my LinkedIn. So at your own leisure, or you can try it now, just go to Felix Obafemi on LinkedIn and then check one of my videos. You see how those garments are being simulated and then they are looking at. Are we together? Alright, so opportunities for African fashion in NFT and Metaverse. Alright, this highlights cultural representation. imagine the same way we have hotels in the metaverse, you know, the same way we have skyscrapers, cities in the metaverse, the same way we have fine garments in the metaverse. Okay, imagine if our own, if I'm to do a kind of traditional festival, alright, I'm to host a traditional festival in the metaverse right now. So I'm not going to wear suit and tie in that kind of environment. Please answer me. So I need, there should be a preparation of, so a garment that is African should be prepared and then should be useful in that environment. Are we together now? So it's an opportunity for us to make our own cultural assets to be represented in the metaverse as well. Alright? So number 2 is the metaverse. No, I'm still on opportunity. That's like 3, I think. Opportunities for African. Are we on the same page? Okay. Yeah, very good. So growing demand. Now, because the environment, the industry is not yet saturated, how many of you have seen any garment, any African garment that is simulated digitally before? If you see one, maybe it was created by me or by 2 other person that are just around. So you might see a lot of English stuff online, alright? Just see them on Sketchfab, on CG Trader and all that. But you won't see our own African agbada or dashiki or Iro Abuba. There you won't see. Imagine as an Igbo, you go pay. Alright, so you now see your Lushiagu moving. I'll use my slides, that video plays, alright. But I want you to go to my Instagram page. That's Felix Obafemi, alright. It's going to see my stuff there. So I will see the garment moving, and then you can enter the metaverse, and then you are able to wear that Lushiagu and hold that what's it called? That there. So not many people is doing it yet, alright. So it is not yet saturated, and because there are scarce in our online market, hence growing demand. So that's an opportunity for you as a digital African person in that space. And then thirdly, we have monetization and ownership. Not just for you to create those stocks, but you can hold it as NFT, and even when it is being resale. You see resale now. When you sell it again, you can also earn royalty as secondary ownership. Are we together? Yeah, because that's how NFT works. So when you sell, you still be getting royalty. The more you keep selling it, the more you get what? Royalty. So these are opportunities that fashion has in what's called. So next slide. Alright, how NFT empowers African creative. So number 1 is direct access to global market. Like one of the facilitations, you just have direct to what? Global market. So nobody wants to know if you are sending this, if you are posting this from Nigeria or from anywhere. So you have direct access to what? Global market. Now we have farm. I don't know. How many of you know farm? How many of you? Is that? It's not mosquito. How many of us are still the animators here or game gamers? Alright, so perhaps just a newly launched market by Epic Game where there are a lot of assets there. So this market right now is a global market. So when I have my stocks on it, I have my stock directly where? Is it on the local market? On the global market, of course, alright. So that is so NFT can empower creatives and even economic opportunity. So you can do this. As a creative, you can create certain props for NFT and metaverse. You will be economically empowered. You cannot be broke, you cannot be poor, because these things are in very high demand. When I say high demand, I mean what? I mean high demand. Alright? I mean what? High demand. So if I'm going to simulate this facilitation session right now in metaverse, do I need to hold microphone? Yes. Who will create the microphone? A creative. Alright, okay, you think they will just snap this microphone now and put it there? No. So they will not just snap this channel and wear and put it there. Alright, so somebody wants to sew this digitally and then they will put it there so that they can maximize it in that environment. Are we together? Are we together? Am I speaking gibberish? Alright. So, and also ownership and brand control. I think I'll talk on that. So next slide. The role of the metaverse in promoting African fashion. Now, factual showcase and fashion show. Did you get internet access so that you can play after? Alright, if no, no pressure. I want you to actually, everybody right now, because it's very important for you to get what I'm saying. But not to follow, so don't think I'm advocating for you to follow me on Instagram. So just type on your Instagram, Felix Obafemi right now, as many of us that can do that. If that's the only thing I do, I come and collect this microphone, I think it's fine. Type on your Instagram, Felix Obafemi, and then see the stuff that I'm doing there. So you will see that actually you can host your fashion show and your what's it called? Digital showcase. Fashion showcase digitally. Now it's going to reduce cost even for fashion brands. You know, imagine. Okay, this is another. Okay, very good. Alright, so this is another I created. It's an African garment. You can see the bead well simulated. You even can embroidery. Alright, see the beads well simulated. I don't know if you have a very clear vision of it, but you still have more of them on my Instagram page. Alright, now if this is a gap, if you have to create this physically right now, you know that number one, you have to buy your materials and sew it. Alright, and then you call for photographers then. Alright, and then they come and charge you, and then you have to hire a model as well, and then you hire a makeup artist. Are you analyzing the cost? Then they will now hire a studio, and they will have videoing stuff. But right now, all those stress have been compressed into creating something like this. Alright, so just do your visualization and then you move on. Alright, so you can do your fashion showcase digitally and even run with. This was used very mostly during COVID-19, where people could not come outside to to relate and then to socialize again. You remember the COVID time, COVID period? Yes. So during that time, what fashion people did was that they will now simulate kind of metaverse and an environment and create a lot of their garments and put it online. Alright, and put it in the metaverse and people will see what runway and showcase even in metaverse. So thereby you are being empowered. If you can create stuff like this, you have money because it's globally high demand. So let's go back to the slide. Thank you so much. Let's go back to the slide. How many of us are gaining value so far? Yeah. If you are gaining value, shout yay! Very good. I didn't want to mess myself up. I don't want to assume that we have a lot of students here. So I'm saying greatest Nigeria students. I thank God I didn't assume that. Alright, so educational and cultural. Let's talk about that educational and cultural spaces. Alright, the role of metaverse. So as well, facilitators here have said it that you can use metaverse to teach for educational purpose as well. Alright, so let us move on. So what's now Ori Africa Studios? Let's go. Yeah, Ori Africa Studios role and mission. My studio is called Ori Africa. Alright, so Ori Africa does great digital assets for games, for metaverse like this, and that's why you see me here talking. Alright, and so on. So next slide. So our mission is to preserve African heritage through digital fashion and what? Metaverse. So a lot of cultural heritage are going to extinction. Alright, do you know that this Tajika and Agbada that we are wearing today, there's a certain style that are very epic, so epic that you don't even know them again, you don't remember them again. We can only cultivate what we remember. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. Okay. How many of us who is speaking Yoruba here can describe what TV clothes look like? Yeah, can describe the garment from TV. Can you have to draw it right now? You can just black and white. Is that the color? You want to tell me that okay, it's kind of a robe like this? You want to describe it. But you see, if we have them preserved in digital spaces, anybody can just see, okay, this garment from TV, and then you can even hold it like this in the digital space and then look around it like that and feel it. You know how the temperature looks like, alright? So what my mission is that I'm preserving, today I'm preserving digital, cultural heritage, African cultural heritage through digital and metaverse. Okay, so what we offer is that we offer authentic African design for NFT collections and training for African designers. So do I sound like a teacher? Do I sound like a teacher? Really? So long term vision. Alright, let us move on, please. Let's move on. Alright, challenges and solutions in NFT and metaverse adoption. So there's a lot of challenges to adopting NFT and metaverse. How many of us are really into NFT in this stage? Let me signify. You are really into NFT in this stage. Alright, let me tell you a brief story of myself. Okay, 2029, even till now. 2000, it's not 2029, 2021 actually. 2021, I remember. Alright, so a friend introduced me to NFT. I would say that is a slip of tongue which can make a mistake. Alright, a friend introduced me to NFT. So while I was my process of learning and then evolving, it was just so complicated, so complex. All those terms and then grammatical vocabulary, I just had to close it again. So I didn't do anything again. I stopped it at that point in time. Alright, so that's a challenge, digital literacy, and I believe that would have been, at one point or the other, a challenge for one or two of us as well. Am I right? You don't actually have someone to teach you how to explain more, but you want to self-learn on your own. Alright, so we have gas fee and platform that has been discussed here, frequently about gas fee and all that. So what is Oriental solution? The Oriental solution is that we have training program and then partnership. Alright, so somebody shouts collaboration. Let me teach you wisdom here. I'm going to wrap up right now. Alright, so if you listen carefully, there's a lot of facilitators that have been emphasizing on collaboration. Am I right? Am I right? So as a digital creator or creative, you don't want to really know or learn everything. You don't have that luxury of time. Alright? So focus on your niche. Myself, I'm a 3D animator. I prepare digital garments for NFT, right? Alright. So myself, I just learned my craft very excellently well, and I learned how to optimize it. Alright. So I learned excellently well. So there is a friend of mine that is doing NFT. He has the knowledge, he has the blockchain, he has all the money that is there, he has all the skills, he has failed and succeeded again. Alright, so it would be foolish for me to now say I want to go and be learning from scratch. So why not collaborate? I just say, hey guy, I have these collections of NFT. How can you maximize it to give us profit? So we collaborate and then we help, you have to earn money. So right now, recently we have been emphasizing on collaboration. Young people, myself I'm also young, please collaborate. Say somebody collaborate. Collaborate, yeah. So you cannot create all these stuff alone. Do you know, as I'm creating this beautiful digital garment, I also collaborate with fashion brands. Yes, or fashion designer, because they have to draw their pattern for me. I don't know how to sew clothes. Alright, the same way garment is being prepared or created physically, that we also create it digitally. So if I'm a fashion designer after this session, if I want to reach out and say, can I be sketching your patterns for you or designing something for you? Alright, so I need you. We collaborate. Anything that is coming out of it, we know how we can go share. You understand that? So if you are into NFT, focus on the NFT. Alright, if you are a digital creator, focus on the digital creator. But the key is that you want to collaborate with someone who has the knowledge, who has the finances, and then the person will help you scale through. Alright? Alright, so yeah. So let's move on, please. Alright, so call to action. For creatives, embrace digital fashion, not only digital fashion. Alright? Digital creation, embrace it. And also for investors. Alright, I'm already. So for investors as well, see this niche with a great prospect. Please partner and invest in digital creators as well to create more of this. Alright, so yeah, with this little point of mine and sweating, I believe I've been able to share some knowledge with you and then I'll be able to impact you on creating digital African assets from games, NFT, Metaverse, and even animation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Please round of applause for him one more time. That was an amazing and powerful session. Please keep clapping till he sits down. It's amazing. Alright guys. Right about now, without wasting much of your time, the last but not the least is a very handsome young man. Yes, keep clapping. He's a very handsome young man. I'm not the one shot. Don't worry. He's a very handsome young man. He is the co-founder of Juju Games Studios. Yes, Juju Games Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, please put your hands together as I make welcome. Justice is the Chukwu and AJ. Please keep clapping till he takes the mic. Thank you so much, sir. Justice.
You guys set me up. Like everybody is already tired. Okay, hi everybody. My name is Justice. I wear many hats. I run 3 companies, right? One is a gaming studio known as Juju Games. I know, and we have a game that is currently, previewing in Germany, trying to raise a couple $1 million called Voodoo. Yes, like Juju Games, and our game is called Voodoo. There's a long story behind that. I also run an animation studio, right? So where we do 3D, 2D animation. I've launched an NFT based off African kings, heroes, and we did like $20,000. You get so basically what I'm going to be talking about is how to make money from gaming and NFT, right? Yes. Although you see the topic is pretty much a lot of big English, which is in-game assets and NFT. But you know those churches where you have somebody speak English and somebody interprets in Yoruba, right? So the slide is plenty English. I'm just going to be speaking like plain level language to everybody. Are you guys following? Yes, sir. Alright, cool. Also, I'll be giving out, since I'm talking about gaming, we're going to play some games and you guys will be winning something. A few cash from me. How about that? Alright, let's get the ball rolling. Okay, next slide. Now, let me tell you something. So, because I run multiple companies, I have people that work for me. And now I have this particular young guy. He's a student like you. I think he's schooling in Lasso. And he's a WhatsApp community manager who I pay small money. Right? We pay about 60K monthly to, yes, it's very small, right? But here's his job. Before you say, why am I paying 60K? His job is to manage a WhatsApp community. So you see, all of you on WhatsApp. I'm paying somebody to talk to people on WhatsApp. And he does it from the comfort of his home, right? And there's something we do in my WhatsApp community for my game studio. Every Friday, we play games together. So Assets are just simply resources, your guns, your characters, the land, those are assets. The same way you can buy land in real life and say, I have an asset. Or you have an iPhone, right? If you are dead broke, right, and nobody's willing to give you urgent 2K, you can sell your phone. So it's sort of like an asset, you get. But you sell it for lower price. The problem with gaming is, after you buy those in-game assets, you cannot sell it. So it's waste of money to some of us. But what about if I tell you that if you put in-game assets and NFTs together, you can sell it? I started a full studio of selling pictures of Shango Amadioha. Yes, calm down. I'm a Christian, by the way, praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
But as a Christian, I saw pictures of Shango, Amadioha, Gletty, different kings and heroes as NFTs, and I made $20,000. And that's like, as at that time, that was give or take, say 30-40 million naira, you get, from the comfort of my home. And I'm not that old. I'm relatively old because I'm married with 2 kids, right? but I'm not that old. You get, and I didn't really have to do so much. In fact, all my companies are remote, but I have a physical office, right? But I didn't have to do Yahoo. So if you are thinking that the only way to make lots of money is that you have to do fraud, is a lie. You get, there's so many ways to make money. In fact, that same boy that I'm employed as a community manager on WhatsApp, do you know that he played some of, who knows Manjali King plays? That's my guy. You're a gamer, right? Yeah. Good. Now, this guy play game for other gamers and get paid for it. So some of you, I think I was talking to that guy there, he was playing games on his phone. And I was smiling because of, there's a world out there where you can be playing game and making money. Not just tap. Because tap will come and go, right? But there's a consistent way to do this as a career. And you can do it from being a young person. Now, let's look at NFTs. NFTs are simply digital certificates. What does that mean? You are in school here, you are studying BSc, BA, PhD, degree, I don't know, right? But at the end of the day, when you finish, they give you a certificate, right? But only, funny enough, I can forge a certificate and say, I finished from Unilag, and have that certificate and get a job with it. There's no way to verify it without writing to the VC, technically.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at someone's certificate like this, it is Photoshop they used to make it. Let's be honest with ourselves. You can just claim the person's name and put your name on it. I'm not teaching you guys to be fraudsters, but I'm just saying. You get it. So, but you see, the thing with NFT and blockchain is that the certificate is publicly displayed, right, on the blockchain. Other speakers have spoken about blockchain. So how does this tie in with in-game assets? Next slide. How it ties in is in the sense of ownership. Now, that my guy that had the gun, if Call of Duty allows people to trade in between, I could have bought that gun from him, probably at a cheaper price, but I could not. I have to go back to Call of Duty and try to buy my own gun, you get, which is a problem. But, next slide, with games that are on the blockchain, you can literally buy weapons from another user. And let me say this, the game that we're building, Voodoo, we're considering a Web3 aspect where the guns, the skins, the clothes in the game, right? Users who buy it can sell it among themselves and make money. You get, and the best part is that you can pick how much you want to sell it. Wow. Right? Yeah, you can. We're doing amazing stuff. But I don't want to talk about so many other things, right? For the sake of time, right? But it is possible. And the funniest thing is, it is happening right now. I'm not going to talk so much about NFTs because NFTs are in a down market. Other speakers have said you can create your art, put it as NFT. Don't do it. Don't do that. I made money from NFTs, but now it's not time for NFTs, right? There's a business aspect to these things. NFTs are a good entry point, but you have to look for what is currently the market trend, right? And GameFi, which is making money from game products, is currently the market trend. NFTs will still come back into play, maybe next year. And when they come, you have to be well positioned to spot when NFTs are coming back, right? They will definitely come back. How many of you know Maincoin? Maincoin. Have you heard of Maincoin? People who trade Maincoin. You know Maincoin? Okay, you don't know Maincoin. Well, you can put in your money and it goes up, or you can put in your money and it goes to zero, right? And there's Maincoin trading. Maincoin trading was a big thing in 2019, right? And then it died off. And now it's back. NFTs was the big things in 2021. It is currently down, but I'm telling you for a fact, next year, maybe next 2 years, it will come up. Now, if you are well positioned, right, for GameFi and owning small NFTs, you will be able to make something from that. And now, let me quickly take a break and do my giveaway. The giveaway is a question, right? What was the name of... let's put some rules. Yes, to make it more interesting. You're not going to answer by raising your hands. What you're going to do is that you're going to raise your phone, right? And you're going to turn on your flashlights like this, and I will pick you. Yes. Now, if you're using Palasa, I think not even Palasa has touchlights now. So everybody is welcome. If your battery is dead, the gods or your village people, they don't like you. So, who's ready? Are you guys ready? No, my guy, you're cheating. Your light is already on. Okay. I made mention of the game my studio is making. What's the name of the game?
Good to game.
She was the first person.
I'm taking chances here.
She was the first person. So, stand up and answer, please. Voodoo or Sun. I'm giving you 7K. So, don't worry, just pay attention. There's going to be another question, okay? Okay? But don't forget the rules. One house, guys, one house. Don't forget the rules, right? To answer, what should you do? If you are going to answer, what should you do?
Turn on your flashlight.
Turn on your flashlight. You get. Don't say I, don't stand up. Let's not do that shit. People up. Are you guys also with me? You also playing the game? Thank you. Alright, next slide. Okay, good. So, now, currently, how does that apply to us as Africans? During the panel session, right, they spoke about if you're in Africa, if you're in Nigeria, your problem is unique. I know some of you are spiritual and say, I don't have a problem. You have a problem. You have a problem. And when you step outside, if you use public transport, you get jumping into that downfall is a problem. It is not, that's not how things are supposed to be. It's a problem. When you get to your house and there is no lights, you have a problem. When you turn on the jet that is doing you have a problem, right? So now, how do you survive? How do you thrive in a place like Africa? And let me speak from a gaming perspective. You see, in a game, for those of us who play Call of Duty, you know what is called a spawn point. Spawn, like when you appear in the middle of the game, right? Good. Africa is a terrible spawn point. Then Nigeria is a worse spawn point. It's like you spawn in the part of the map where it's already the red zone. For those of us who don't play the game, imagine turning on a game or you are starting a race, right? And while everybody is already halfway on the track, you are starting from, like, let's say, mile 2, right? And both of you are supposed to get to the same point. It's not a fair game, is it? It's not fair against you. So yes, so every one of us here, we are starting from a very bad spawn point. However, and this is the beauty of it, this game can be rigged. So everybody say cheat code. Say cheat code. Perfect. Now, you see, blockchain, right, and NFT and gaming, Web3 technology is literally cheat code for Africans. But most of you may not really get that because of certain things that will be able to be solved. For example, ability to easily send money, ability for you to easily make money online, right? Abroad, you can come out and say you want to get a job, they pay you per hour, right? Over here, it is very difficult for you to get a job. But you need to change how you see things. Do not, and this is me giving you one of the best advice that if you take, it would help you. Do not look at making money, right, from Nigeria or from Africa. However, look at making money, right, from the world while in Nigeria. Do you catch that? Just change your mind like that. And this is what I mean. Currently, there's something known as esports, where they pay people money to play games. We have people who, they play game, they record it. So if you're a gamer, right, or you're an animator, now is the time for you to start putting your content out there on TikTok, on Instagram. If you can write, put it on LinkedIn. Any small thing you do, right? In fact, the best part is while you are doing it, be putting it out there. And then when you put it out there and someone meets you and asks you, oh, I like this thing. Say, oh, thank you. Okay, can you do it for me? Say yes. Well, I charge X, Y, Z. And then they ask you, how much do you charge? You can charge in dollars, right? That's also another advice because if you charge in naira, naira is rubbish. And someone abroad is going to pay you. What I'm telling you is not like, it's not fiction. I have 3 businesses and it's the same business model. I do charge some clients in naira, right? But then some certain clients, the best sets, I charge them in dollars. But let me show you guys. I own a game studio, I own an animation studio. We build games, but the truth is, I can't build a game. That's the truth. I can't build a game. I can't do animation, right? But what I do is that I have animators, I have gamers, I have creators. And some of you here are creators and gamers, right? That's pretty much all I do is that I work with them to deliver value for some other persons. And that's what works for me. Find what works for you, right, as a person. You get, if you're a creator, the internet and blockchain gives you direct access, you get, to the world. And then you can start putting out your content. Next slide, we're just going to wrap this up real fast. Now, already, Nigeria ranks on the top 3. You get, if you know Manja, TikTok paid Manja millions of naira and flew him outside the country, you get, to appear. What does Manja do? Manja sits down and play game and talk about it. The same way I'm just seeing you, this is how I record it. All of you here have a smartphone. Do the same thing. You play game, do it. You can sing, record it. Put it out there consistently, right? Gamify what you are doing. It takes a while. Here's the truth. It will take you at least 1 to 2 years before things break out. So just keep that in the back of your mind. You may be lucky and all you need is 1 viral content. Just one. Just one. But if you do it consistently, within 1 to 2 years, some of you are like in 100 level, 200 level. At some point, you're going to get to 400 level, right? Yeah? So what's the big deal with that? Because eventually, 1 or 2 years will still come, whether you like it or not, as long as you're alive. So just put out what you're doing, and sooner or later, you will actually succeed. Now, how does this relate, right? When you can leverage the blockchain, and you can leverage technology to really succeed in what you're doing. Now, my second question. Who's ready? My second and final question, because I'm almost done. What? Hey, turn off your lights, man. Turn off your lights. What did I say NFTs are? You were brave enough? Oh, okay. Him, right?
Yeah.
You just want that 7K. Awesome. Awesome. Let's move on to the next slide. We're almost done. Should I do a third giveaway? Should I do a third one? Alright, let's see. Pay attention. Okay, so move on. So I talked about owning I talked about transactions indirectly, right? And now, what are the problems? The first problem is that limited awareness. But the good thing is, you guys are blessed, right? I'm not a prophet, but you guys are blessed. And why are you blessed? Because you are here and now you are aware. So now you know. Sometimes this has happened in front of you every other day, but you probably are not aware. But now you know. So you see the first problem, we just solved it. Give yourself a round of applause. The next one is high transaction costs for players in income region. Yes. So initially, and this is, I'm going to speak from my personal opinion, right? Initially, most of these games require Ethereum. Ethereum is a digital coin. It's relatively expensive, you know. But the good thing is most of these games are now on Solana. And if you are building any product, I'll tell you, build it on Solana, because Solana is cheap. So you see the second problem, it's been solved. I know, some of you here may not know what Solana is. I don't have all the time to explain, right? But it's a token. Well, at least all of you here know dollar, right? You know dollar, good. So if you are doing anything that has to do with Solana, right? Solana will probably charge you the equivalent of, say, 10 to 15 naira in fees. You get, which is very, very cheap. Ethereum will charge you millions of naira or tens of thousands of naira. You get by comparison. So that second problem is solved. Third problem, regulatory uncertainty. Now, CBN banned crypto a while back, but it's not really banned. You and I still trade P2P. Allegedly, in case there's a CBN person here, you get that will not cast ourselves and say, we have it, you trade P2P, you're a criminal. But yeah, some of us here do crypto. Let me tell you this, the best time to make money is in a field that is unregulated, that there's not so much regulation. Some of you may not really understand this, but I'm trying to speak at your level, right? But you see, the forest has the biggest set of trees, yeah? Not the cities, right? For a tree, that is a good thing. A tree in the city will not thrive versus a tree in the forest, yes? So, all regulation is simply like a forest. Good. It's simply like a forest when there's no regulations and it's not certain. It may look like it's not certain, but you guys are trees planted by the riverside. Sort of, you know, so that you can leverage that. Nothing stops you literally from charging people abroad in dollars and collecting your money, right, in USDT. And the best part is you don't have to pay tax. Technically, but let government not catch you, sort of. But don't worry, when you start doing it, you can ask me questions because I'll be dropping my handle at the end of this. So good. Now, adopting ownership. Now, when you adopt ownership, it gives you economic empowerment, access and inclusion, transparency, and there's cultural preservation. I made money selling African culture as NFTs on the blockchain. Oh, that's just one way. I made some money doing that. And by doing that, I put African gods on the blockchain, which is something I can brag about. But I'm not sure if Shango is so happy about that, but that's his business. Anyway, now to that, I'm going to end my slide here. And what I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to ask my last question. Or how should I do it? Should I ask my question or should I close, then ask my question? You guys like money. Alright, so this is going to be a simple one. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Please turn off your flashlights. If your flashlight is on, it's automatic disqualification. You'll be banned. Alright. I said something about if you're building right now. I mentioned a token, a system, an ecosystem to build on. What's the name? Oh God, I like the lights. The lady with the bucket hats. Hold on, everybody, lights off. I'm going to ask another question. I said Solana because I'm going to ask another question. Sorry, guys. That one is gone because she missed it. Well, are you guys feeling the game? Alright, so turn off the light, turn off the light. first problem, right? Hey, Jesus, calm down. Okay, so I said, this question is very easy. What is my name? Well, I think it was you. It was her. Yeah, it was her. I saw you from the corner of my eye. What's your name? Alright. So okay. I'm gonna give it to you. I'll give you 5K because you didn't give less time anymore. Alright. Now, so with that, I'm gonna leave you with this, right? In you and right in your hand. Raise up your phones, everybody. Raise up your phones. You can turn on the lights. Raise up your phones. Raise up your phones. Raise up your phones. Right in your hands, right? Right in your hands is the power to change your life in this digital age. Use it well. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Mr. Justice. Please put your hands together for Mr. Justice. If no be juju, if no be juju, yeah. So he now sends the photo to blockchain. Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Justice. Juju building voodoo. That's massive, baby. Sir, do you know that as you climbed on stage, all those ladies there that were like, look at you. Sir, do you know, you just told them something. I know somebody, whether I know the question or not, flashlight. Yeah, because in your mind you just be like, she needs to on flashlight first. God will fire you, say, oh yeah, take the mic. Now you go and explain, sir. Actually, you know. Thank you so much, sir. Right about now, we would like to invite. Chief, we'd like to give you. Please, people who
One more giveaway, please meet me outside right now. Let me do your passport. Thank you.
Sir, there will be too much. Send it to me, let me do it today. I know them. Alright, right about now, we'd like to invite the keynote speaker. Remember, he told us something about tap to own. Hey, now 3 people win the giveaway. Why did 72 people? So hold your phone. We would like to invite the keynote speaker who told us earlier about tap to own. So it's another opportunity to financially empower you. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them as they come on stage to tell us more about the digital future and tap to own. Please keep clapping till he gets on stage. Keep clapping till he gets on stage. The CEO of Cross Blockchain Technologies. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you guys for waiting. I'm so impressed. Again, you guys are very resilient. I don't know, I was thinking I'm over there. I've not sat on wooden chair for many years. So, but I'm not a student though. I can't do this for 3 hours. But you guys are very strong people. Alright. How many of us are here? I'm trying to get the right number, but I think this is a good start. So, the last speaker said a lot of wonderful stuff. I want you guys to pay attention to those words and start using them right away. Remember, on October 20th, 2007 was when I wrote my last paper in this university. And October 20th was the Saturday. And October 22nd was my last paper, right? And on October 20th, how many of you know Fela Durotoye? Fela Durotoye, you know him? Yes. Fela Durotoye. You don't know him? Okay. Alright. So, he had a conference here and I was in BLW, so they all, how many of you are in BLW here? Rivers Double. Anybody? All right. So the pastor organized the conference and attended it, and he came to load us with, life nuggets, and I'm still using them to today. So whatever you hear today, people are pouring out their hearts. They're trying to save you time. So listen to them, try doing them. I'm just going to add to it, and I'll start heading my way. Now, there are many things that were said here, right? I have to focus on just one thing, because in my company, we were so excited that we did everything. So how many of you know that we have our own blockchain? How many of you remember that? We have our own blockchain called cross blockchain. So that's the layer 1 blockchain, and we have hash rate, RDB, RNT, everything. But right now, we are focusing on real estate NFTs. And some of us were able to speak to me over there and explain to them what is the advantage of that, how we can build wealth together. And in my keynote address, I think I shared some examples as well. So let me just try to get started from somewhere. I'm seeing Fanta, some people spend 1,000 naira already. Drinks, right? You've not brought food, but you already spent like 1,000 naira already. Alright. So these are the monies that I'm spending every day. Every day when you're a student, you're spending 1,000, 2,000. God help you have a girlfriend in this campus. How much you spending? Hair time. You're spending money. But all those monies are all consumables. You are consuming money that will never come back to you again. So what we've done is that we've partnered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. They are the one that take care of the capital markets, the stock market, the investment world in Nigeria. They handle all that. And we have brought the first NFT, real estate NFT offering to the capital markets, to the public market. So next month, we are doing a tokenization, a real estate tokenization. How many of you know what tokenization is? Tokenization. How many of you know what it is? Many of you. So tokenization just means that we break down prime assets, $1 million, billion naira assets, we break it into units, smaller units that cost small money, as low as 1,000 naira, so that anybody in Nigeria can co-own those assets. All right? So let's say this building, for example, costs 200 million naira. Let's say this building, and they want to sell it off. Unilag want to sell it off. Now, Unilag has two options. Number one, they go find a rich dude, a rich lady, that has 200 million naira to come buy it. Right? Right? Oh, put this come. Just stay with me. The second option is that they can come to us, hash rate, and how do we say, you know what, let's make this ownership more democratized. Let's give this ownership a chance for other people to own it. So 200 million naira, right? We can create 200,000 NFT tokens that cost 1,000 naira each. So that any Unilag student can bring 5,000 naira, 1,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, 15,000 naira, and co-own pieces of these tokens, which represent the entire asset. So that way, you are a co-owner of this house, of this building, right? Just imagine if 10 years ago or 20 years ago, your parents, 20 years ago, all that Lekki area, there was really nothing going on there. 20 years ago, Lekki phase 1 was still a bush. Ikate, Elegushi, still a bush, right? But imagine your parents were given that opportunity to co-own 20,000 naira, 10,000 naira pieces of those properties. By now, we have 5 million, 10 million naira in the green. All right? So, but if only few people are allowed to co-own or to own Nigeria, to own land, prime assets, those people will remain the same number. And that's the problem. That's why there's this vast disparity. Because more people are not allowed to own things that grow. Alright? So in life, now this way you must not miss me. Don't miss me. Don't miss me. Listen very carefully. Listen to me today. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you'll be recognizing. This is what I started doing 7 years ago. Like I started pushing a business 7 years ago, right? And I built a multi-million-dollar business 7 years afterwards. So listen to me. I'm trying to find out the average age here, maybe 18, 17, right? Now, I want you to have this mindset because before I say what I want to say, I need to take it in, I need to absorb it. Now, how many of you? I want responses now. I want responses. How many of you are planning? I need responses. You want to be a millionaire? You want to be like what? 50 million naira? At least 4 years after graduation. How many of you? Before you graduate. Okay. Before you graduate. All right. Give me two things that you plan to do to get there. You. Just give me 2 things that you plan to do. No idea. Anybody else have an idea? You. Okay. Can somebody give her the other mic? Two things you plan to do to get to 50 million. I like the bonus. Yeah, let's hear it.
I want to start with raising arts business actually. Then, if I can get lots of profits from the raising art business, I can go into investment.
Just say it again. Say it one more time.
I want to start up a raising art business.
Raising
art.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I can get profit out of that, I can go into investment.
Okay. What kind of creative arts business?
Raising art. R-E.
Oh, raising.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody told me about that. Okay. All right. That's great. All right. Anybody else? I need one more example. Okay, this gentleman, Juju. Yes. Forex trading. Do you know how to trade forex right now? You are learning. All right, that's good. Let me just give you small history. So, one of the things I learned just after doing 2008 was forex trading, right? And I was the first person to bring forex trading education on the internet, Facebook, Skype, everywhere. So don't do forex trading. Advise you now, don't do it yet. Right? We'll come back for it later on. Later on. Now, whatever you said, it depended on you, right? Whatever you said, whatever your plan was, it was your plan. So the way life works is that you're not the only one in the world. There are other people in the world. There are things going on. People are born every day. People are living. People are building stuff. All kind of things are going on. For example, somebody might have graduated 5 years ago, and they said they will be a doctor, they will be an accountant, work in the bank, save money. Then Instagram, all this content creating came around, right? And they said, okay, I can do skits. And they started doing skits, and now they are popular, they're getting endorsement deals, they are rich, right? But that was not our original plan. It was not skits. So some 2 guys in the United States created Instagram. Then Zuckerberg bought it. So other things were going on that didn't have anything to do with them at all. They just caught up with it and it changed their life. Right? So there are things that are going on that have no business with you. And that's where the world works. So wealth is a natural thing, like breathing. It doesn't have to be you building all your money. Alright? Things are going on around the world. All you have to do is to connect with that stuff, right? Connect with it. So the guy who is going to be our tech guru, that's going to be worth $1 billion, the next $1 billion company. I mean, sitting among us now, we don't know him. We don't know the business, right? We don't know. But I have to, if I have to follow him up, my money has to be connected to that guy. Right? So there are things going on around the world. So you must be in a position to get into practice right now. Right now. How many of you are landlords or landladies? How many of you are a landlord or landlady? Your own house. What? Not your father's house or your own. Lift up your hand if you own a property. Nobody. You? And you're a student, right? Okay, no, okay. How many of you are a student here and you own a property? I'm about to round up. Nobody? You? You own a property and you're a student. Beautiful. Alright. So what Hardwood is doing right now is that we have an upcoming tokenization coming next month. It's a 15 billion naira tokenization in 3 phases. Right? First phase, we co-own the land. Second phase, we build the structure there. It's going to be a recreational center, world-class recreational center, family entertainment center, right? Third phase, outfit it and get it open. It's going to be in a free trade zone area at Alaro City, right? And the first phase is starting next month. So I'm giving everybody here up to the first 500 people. Can you put that QR code on the second one? That's green color. So the first 500 people that registers on that list are giving you 2,000 naira to participate in that ownership. Nobody's clapping for me. So when you register on that form, you let us, the green one. Yeah, the green one. So when you register on the form, you have all your details there, your username, Telegram username, you contact everybody. Everybody must be NIN verified. Register here. So that means that when you register, next month when the offering kicks off, you are a co-owner of 5,000 square meters in Alaro City. It's a free trade zone area, dollarized, and that's the beginning. You are a co-landlord. As far as the federal government is concerned, you are a co-landlord of that land. And then when we bid on it, you are a co-owner of the asset. Are you not excited? You don't seem too excited. You understand what I've done? Or is it hunger? Oh, sorry. So, when you live here and you feel this stuff, you can call yourself a co-landlord. And this is the beginning. Once we can do this, we can do other stuff. We can co-own anything. We can co-own a refinery. We can co-own, a skyscraper. We can co-own music artists. We can be a decentralized record label. We can co-own anything in Nigeria, in African countries, anywhere in the world. At the earliest stage. So that's what we want to do. So when your money is exposed to all these assets, they are living their own life, they are doing their own things, they are growing in value. That's where your money will be growing and influence. Because they are part of this community, you know so and so, things start happening. But when you stay alone, you don't own anything, you stay alone, you spend your money on consumables, Fanta, hair, shoe, poverty is waiting for you. Say God forbid. God forbid. So express yourself, co-own things. Blockchain allows you to co-own assets from around the world. And once you start doing that, life, you start taking part in natural order of things, the natural sequence, the progression of life start happening. Alright? Nigeria now are 200 million people. We should be having our own TikTok app. Don't you think so? What? We should have our own TikTok, we should have our own Facebook, our own LinkedIn. We can build it, we can promote it. These are billion-dollar tech companies. Alright? Oh, you guys have stayed so long. Let me leave the floor. So guys, join us, join our Telegram group, fill that form, and you're ready for the next life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for this amazing opportunity to be a part of something amazing. Let's put your hands together for him as he leaves the stage. Alright, if you need more information and you want to join the Telegram group, just go to your Telegram and search at Cross Protocol. Cross with a K.
Cross protocol together, not separate.
Yeah, not separate. Cross Protocol together. KROSS Protocol together. Ladies and gentlemen, about now, I am General Nanshin JDB. We have come to the end of this amazing program. For today's session, you guys have been amazing. There will be another session tomorrow. Yes, it's a Tuesday. You guys know now. Yes, so you want to connect with people, connect with us, connect with me on Instagram at Frank Talker, or you can text me on WhatsApp. Just Google bit.ly/Frank Talker. Same on Twitter. Do also the work to connect with my co-host at Penuel, the Financial Apostle. Penuel on Instagram. Thank you so much. DJ. Day 2 tomorrow, same place, same time. Please do want to come on time so that we can finish early. And there will also be free buses. There will also be free buses. There will also be free buses. My name is Frank Talker and it was nice having you today. So have a great day ahead. See you tomorrow, same time, same station. Thank you.